The war heated up in the Bakhmut area. Kony Russian troops were forced to withdraw from several areas on the battlefield of Bakhmut city after Ukrainian troops launched a new attack and defended the Nayan area. Now the Russian army was forced to withdraw from the Bakhmut area, including intensive artillery fire for 2 days, said the Ukrainian commander in the latest intelligence update on Wednesday. Ukraine updated its attack on the Donetsk Oblast city of Bakhmut, as the Russian Ministry of Defense Forces and the Wagner Group, mercenaries, began to retreat. He said, the defense of Russia and its mercenaries began to weaken. Russian forces began to face significant supply problems but have managed to gradually withdraw troops from positions where they were forced to retreat. The Ukrainian military commander continued in the daily intelligence update. Wagner had struggled to attack the Ukrainian army in Bakhmut, but they were unable to crush it in months of fighting and was called the deadliest for the Russian troops. However, the leader of the mercenary group complained about the poor support for his troops from the regular military. Ukrainian troops are still holding the western district of the city but have been subjected to intense Russian artillery fire. Over the last 48 hours, said the update, intense fighting in the city of Donetsk Oblast, Bakhmut, Russian mercenaries are starting to get overwhelmed in the face of Ukrainian counterattacks. Aid keeps coming from the west to attack them. From the Ukrainian side, they continued to attack and surround the Russian army in the Bakhmut area. The Russian position had begun to be surrounded and destroyed. They had no place to hide. Ukraine's forces continued to defend the embattled eastern city of Bakhmut on Monday as President Volodymyr Zelensky posthumously gave the nation's highest award to a Ukrainian soldier who had been filmed saying "Glory to Ukraine" before he was executed by Russian troops. A video released by a unit affiliated with Russia's Wagner paramilitary organization showed him smoking next to what seemed like a freshly dug grave. The battle for Bakhmut, which is still under Kiev's control, has raged for 7 months, with thousands of people killed and hundreds of buildings collapsed or charred. In the hundreds of war victims in Bakhmut, they continued to attack the city of Bakhmut until they were able to take the city. But the Ukrainian troops will not retreat and defend their area, said the Ukrainian commander. We would rather die than our territory taken by them. Day after day attacks from Russia, but we never give up because aid from West keeps helping us in this war, says Ukrainian army. The few remaining civilians have been confined to basements for months with no running water, electricity, or gas. The Wagner Group unsuccessfully asked China for supplies of weapons earlier this year, according to leaked intelligence. Representatives from the mercenary group, led by Putin ally Yevgeny Prigozhin, reportedly sought munitions and equipment from China in early 2023, but previously unseen intelligence, first reported by the Financial Times, claims that in early January China had not sent Wagner any weapons, not even for testing, and had no contact with Wagner regarding weapons deliveries. The head of the CIA has previously said he is confident China is considering sending arms to Russia, in spite of the rumors of an imminent retreat of his troops. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky said he had instructed the army to find forces to bolster the defense of the embattled city. City of Bakhmut in eastern Ukraine on Tuesday, the key node in a 1,300 kilometers frontline, he says, is the hottest spot in the war and epitomizes Russian President Vladimir Putin's willingness to hurl his soldiers into suicidal attacks. In a late-night video address Monday, Zelensky focused on Putin's cold-blooded disregard for the lives of his forces at Bakhmut, noting that the Russian elite kept their own loved ones away from the slaughter. Since May, the occupiers have been trying to break our Bakhmut, but time goes by and Bakhmut is already breaking not only the Russian army, but also the Russian mercenaries who came to replace the wasted army of the occupiers, he said, adding that Russia had now lost almost 100,000 soldiers. For what? No one in Moscow can answer this question. And they won't. They wage war and waste people's lives, other people's lives, not of their loved ones, not their own lives, but the lives of others only because a group in the Kremlin can't admit mistakes and is terribly afraid of reality. But reality speaks for itself, Zelensky added. Bakhmut was once a center of salt production and an important railway junction in the eastern province of Donetsk, but has now been mostly destroyed by daily bombardments. The flooded trenches and splintered trees across the scorched earth of the front bear striking resemblances to scenes from World War I. On Tuesday, Zelensky gave awards on his unannounced visit to support the troops. His spokesman Sergei Nikiforov said in a statement to the Ukrainian state-owned Freedom TV channel, "I think that the heroes of Bakhmut should receive the same thing that every person receives. I wish that their children, families, that everything would be normal for them, that there would be warmth, that there would be health. I would like to wish that there would be light, but in such a difficult situation, that there is light, then there is no light. The main thing is that there is light inside," Freedom reported Zelensky as saying, posting a video of the award ceremony. Ukrainian army soldier Alexander Solenko used to be one of the Bakhmut defenders until last week when he started his long-awaited rotation.